I just want to talk about peace and staying motivated. And you know what, in a way, saying those two things together can seem oxymoronic. They don't seem congruent. They don't seem to fit. You talk about peace. Peace to me is tranquility, and that's doing nothing. However, staying motivated means movement. So like, how can you stay motivated and find peace? But maybe you're motivated so that you can achieve peace. And that's what I want. I want to relax and have fun and be at peace all at the same time. And that sometimes is a conundrum. Sometimes you have to do things, and to do things causes you to move. And when you're moving, you're motivated. But at movement, can you have peace? But you can't. It's like, let me talk about me, because people don't know. This is about me. This is Charles Gilmore 3 page, so sometimes I'm going to talk about myself. When I play basketball, I'm usually at peace. Like, it's never stressful. I don't care what's going on at all, because I just enjoy the movement of it. I don't care if we have to go against a time clock or what. I just want to take the shot, make it or miss. It's just, this moment. That's it. And then when I make a mistake, I'm trying to solve that problem. And I solve, and I see problem solving as peaceful. But I don't want problems. But isn't that weird? Problems usually are not peaceful, but solving a problem is peaceful. So that's the conundrum of trying to find peace and staying motivated. I always think about anything that I'm doing, I'm hoping to achieve a goal. And hopefully that goal will be peace or tranquility or solving a problem. So they all come hand in hand. So when I listen to a lot of people and I hear them speak, I don't see how sometimes what they're speaking about is solving a problem. The best problem solver that I know, especially when it comes to associating with other people, is try your best to limit your association with people that are bringing problems or disturbing your peace. So sometimes I don't want to associate with you because I don't see it as being peaceful. Let me use an example, because it's fun sometimes to throw examples. Let's say, hypothetically, I like that term, hypothetical. I snore and I want to lay with a woman. And upon my snoring, I'm disturbing this woman. So how I would solve that problem would be not to sleep with this woman, so that I can snore in peace and she won't be disturbed and she will have peace. Now, the problem may be for her that she wants to sleep with me and she may want me around her. However, the pain that comes from my disturbing her sleep and her waking me up out of sleep if I snore would not be great. So it'd be better just to avoid those situations. And that's how I feel about things. I want peace, and I'm motivated to achieve peace. I'm motivated, I will move. So if I live with a girl and she snores and I don't like the snoring, I will move. I will extricate myself. I will remove. I will go to a different abode so that I won't disturb you. And I think that's this me speaking sillily. I don't know how to say it. Being silly is that when you cohabitate or when you're with somebody else, sometimes some way you would disturb them and they would disturb you, and that would disrupt the peace of the connection. So sometimes it's best to be alone. I don't know if you guys understand that. Most things you can't control, but you can control yourself. So you can always remove yourself from a situation. You can always extricate. You can always exercise your demons and vamoose and go somewhere else. Most of you don't think like this, but this is how I think. I want to have peace. I want to be peaceful. I don't want to disturb your peace. I want there to be tranquility. And sometimes I will sacrifice to achieve that goal of peace. I'm extremely motivated to achieve peace. I don't know if that really makes a lot of sense, but hopefully it does. To me, it makes a lot of sense. I want peace. I don't want to be stressed out. And I will work hard to achieve that peace that I want. That's weird, I'm extremely motivated for that. I don't want drama. I don't enjoy it. I enjoy solving problems, and I pretty sure that if I have time, I can solve a lot of problems. And also now I want to talk about problems, at least a problem that I face, that I have a solution, and it all has to equate to debt. Now, I think I'm pretty smart. I think I'm good at learning. I want to learn. And things I think I'm great at. I really think that I'm pretty good at establishing an argument, and I'm pretty good at seeing the fallacy, the errors in other people's arguments. However, for me to get a certification that has weight, it would cost me a lot of money, and I don't have that much money. Well, I do have money, but I'm not willing to make a sacrifice to get a credential so that I can use my skills of being able to argue well to in hopes to make an income, or to be able to do it in certain settings. And that's a problem that I could solve, but I won't, because I don't want to go into debt to be able to be a certified professional arguer. Does that make sense? And I'm not willing to make some sacrifices to get to that situation. Now, there are other ways, there's other avenues, but that equates to time. And time is precious. I don't like to give up time to do stuff that I don't want to do, even if I'm great at it. And sometimes you got to do what you don't want to do to get to where you want to get to do what you want to do. I'm not sure I'm willing to do that unless someone else is willing to fund me. But then if they fund me, then most likely I have to pay them back. But sometimes you can lose an investment. So who's willing to invest in me, in my aptitude, in my utter arrogance, utter confidence of being able to argue better than anyone that you know? I believe that. I've dropped the gauntlet on anyone. I think my rhetoric is better than yours. I can argue you. I don't care who you are. So you've been to the school and you have 20 years of experience at arguing. Okay. Well, let us interact. Now, some of you will use your passion, I guess, or your facts to make your case. However, I'll be your huckleberry. I am your huckleberry. I'm your huckleberry. I can argue you. I'm pretty sure. And I know that doesn't bring me pleasure. I just think I know what I'm talking about when I talk. And if I don't know, I can convince you that I do. But that's not fun. Some of you, because people already empathize with you, and they support your argument, but your argument is ludicrous, idiotic, it makes no sense, and it's irrational. But because you feel a certain way, you're going to support it. For instance, let me go with just a quick argument, just to throw down the gauntlet. It may challenge your beliefs or your assumptions, but I'm gonna ask a question, just a question, because I just want to know what you think. If you say I'm a man, I think I'm a man. I have male parts, so I think I'm a man. We're not going to establish your definition of a man, but just say male. Then okay, male. But being a man / male in certain societals, certain cultures, or however terms you want to use, men are expected to do these things. So my question is, why? Why? Because I'm a man, should I do this? Is it because the way I look, or is it because of what you expect? Now, let's say I choose not to do what you think I should do. Does that make me less of a male or a man? Do I stop being a man because I'm not doing what you expect me to do? Now, let's stay on this hypothetical. If you're able to stay congruent with me, or parallel, or tangential, just barely touching on it, if you can understand what I'm about to say. If I am a man, all right, and let's just follow. I'm not going to try to set up everything, but you should be able to connect with it. And I'm with a woman. Let's say I'm in a marriage. You guys loved, we're married, right? Am I less of a man if my woman, my wife, makes more money than me? Am I less of a man if I choose to stay home and clean the environment? I don't want to go out there and work. I want to be daddy daycare. I want to, feed the children. I'm gonna educate them. I'm gonna wash the clothes. I want to do these things. Am I less of a man? Now, if I am, I want to hear your argument. Tell me why I'm less of a man. Because to me, I still got male parts. I still have testosterone. I'm pretty sure, and this is a joke because we will never probably test this out, but in a combat situation, if it came to who's going to win, I'm pretty sure I'd win. It's most of you, if not all of you. That's what I think. But I could lose, but I don't care. So I'm dropping that on you. Am I less of a man because I choose to? Oh, my woman makes more than me. And somebody's going to say, yes, I am. So I want to hear your arguments. I want you to argue me about what I should do because of the way I look or how I am, and tell me why that is. I know philosophically speaking, you guys can make a statement, but can you prove it? Can you actually prove it? Can you prove that that is what I am or how I should be truthfully, other than some documentation? Can you prove it? Like, we can prove that if I don't breathe, I will pass out because I will need to breathe. We can prove that if I don't eat, I will lack energy, and most likely we know this, I will die. So can you prove, can you prove that I'm less of a man? Or can you make a great case? Can you win this argument that I'm less of a man because my woman makes more than me and I choose to stay home and be that daddy daycare? And this is just for fun. This is just for giggles. And I want to understand other people. So I like to say things to you because it's funny. This is really funny. And I don't know if this is going to cause a war, but I'm really about peace, and I'm motivated. I'm motivated to hear what you guys have to say because I love to solve problems. Is this really a problem? And by asking a question, am I solving a problem? Am I making you scratch your head? This is, to me, it should be easy to follow. The problem with me speaking right now is like I'm laughing really because it's silly. But some of you will make an argument out of this and make this a problem. But is it really a problem, or is it a problem because this is not the way you want it to be? And I think that's where most problems come from with other people. It's because things aren't the way that you want it to be. Listen, I'm gonna make some jokes, but it's not really jokes, but it's jokes. I want to see you tattoo your face. I don't like it, but you might like it. Is it a problem? I want you to pull your pants up, but you want to pull them down. And because society says it's wrong, it's wrong. But is it really wrong? Or is it because we believe it's wrong? Or is it because we choose to think it's wrong? So I'm making a statement that most things that people think are wrong, are they really wrong? Or are they subjective up to interpretation? Most of you will not even try to follow my line of logic because it doesn't make sense to you. And it doesn't have to, because you guys don't think like I think, and I don't think like you think. I'm getting my Captain Kirk on. And that's what I think is so funny. It's because we all think that we are right. And, are you right? Are you really more astute and more moralistically or ethically correct than I am? Am I wrong in my assessment? Am I wrong just for asking questions? Is asking questions a bad thing? And this is what I'm about in life, other than peace, is I try to understand how other people think. I find the way that you all think to be extremely entertaining. You all entertain me. Some of you, I want you to never stop speaking, because whenever I want to laugh, I listen to you. Like, I can listen to me, but I find you to be more funny because you believe what you say. What I'm saying right now could be totally wrong. I could be totally wrong. I stand corrected. I could speak about ambiguity, but if I said, "Oh, you're ambiguous," all you use, everything is the ambiguosity of it all. Am I saying words right or wrong? And what makes a word accurate? Is it because we all agree that it's accurate, or is it innately? Is it naturally? This is the way the word should be. Because don't we all agree that this means something? And once we agree, we say it means something. And then we can all agree and say that this does not mean something, or you shouldn't say this, or you shouldn't say that, or it's proper, improper. That's what I find funny. For us to have a society or a civilization, we must all agree and abide by these rules that we establish to make this society function. Now, when it doesn't work, we can change the laws or rules because it causes what we call it a destabilization, an imbalance in society. And when stuff gets to a tipping point, that's usually when society collapses. I could be wrong with this. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I like to throw it out there in the universe because I want you guys all to think, and girls, or whatever you choose to call yourself, because you can call yourself whatever you want. Still, it doesn't dispute what you are, because no matter what, from what you see I have lips, I have a nose, I got eyes, eyebrows. Some people may think I'm handsome. Some people might think I'm hideous. Doesn't really matter anyway, because really, all I want is peace. However, I'm motivated. Isn't that a conundrum? Am I confusing you yet? And that's the whole premise of this. That's the whole point. You want peace, but you need to be motivated. And are those things congruent? All right, I'm done with this silliness. Maybe I made you scratch your head today. Maybe I made you laugh. I want to say this before I end. I love you. I love you. I'm going to say some names, and just if your name is there, but I love you. Jess, Elizabeth, Pamela, Tara, Charles, Ed, Alan, Big O, the other Big O, Juan, Ramil. I could say other names, but I'm just thinking about names just popping up, in my head at this time. BK. Heath. I'm sorry, I'm silly. Big B. Big Daniel. Big Jason. Mo. Fifi. I love you all. I'm just saying names. You'll never listen. But hey, I want peace, but I'm motivated. Does this fit together? And I'm done because I'm sick of being silly for the second because I'm stupid. All right. Have a great one, people.